Welcome back, part 2 of our latest Following Faith series. Ron and Hope Carpenter started redemption with a vision and a piece of plywood. Now they minister to thousands.
And Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips sat down with the Carpenters as they reveal how God helped them through the toughest time of their lives.
In 1991, the Confederate flag flew atop the State House dome, a symbol some support as heritage and others oppose as hate. And racial tensions surrounding the Redneck shop in Lawrence County sparked protest and divided communities.
Let the Civil War stop!
And in Greenville County, activists began talks about a push for a Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. But through God, Pastor Ron Carpenter says he saw it as a time to bring people together. So he and his wife, Pastor Hope Carpenter, created Redemption with a vision of it being a multicultural church.
And everybody told me, you're in the deep south, it's not going to happen. And I mean, we hammered it. We hammered racism.
Redemption began to grow, and Pastor Carpenter remembers welcoming the first African American visitors to the church.
They became the first fruits of our interracial church. And when that happened, it flipped. Our church exploded.
Redemption became Redemption World Outreach Center, the church that started with a vision and a word on plywood began to expand to satellite campuses. And the church off Haywood Road in Greenville became a 250,000 square foot sprawling campus equipped with a huge sanctuary and an on-campus gym.
It took us about 8 years to get from 0 to 200. The next 6 months, we went from 200 to 1,200. We outgrew 500% in 6 months what we had done the previous 8 years.
The church became a megachurch with more than 20,000 members, and at the time, the largest church in South Carolina. Both pastors say along with growth came growing pains.
My life fell apart 5 years ago, and if it were not for my faith that I knew who to run to, I ran to Jesus, and my life has never been the same. I knew Jesus all my life, but I still had hard times.
They say those tough times affected their church family, but even more importantly, their family at home.
There's no way you're going to walk with two people 3 decades, and you're not going to see the cracks.
In 2013, Pastor Ron Carpenter announced the two would divorce.
Our cracks over a period of time shone through, and our kids had their struggles. And the problem is we were a big church in a smaller city. It's not a town, but it's a small city. And so the microscope was always there.
He says he's human and is a flawed man, and admits it's his biggest regret.
As a leader, I'm supposed to take care of problems and not let my problems touch people. And I wasn't able to do that. She wasn't able to do it. It would have been our desire to never people have to see our troubles and have to go through the drama of seeing us repair things and repair broken places. Having it to do over, if we could have shielded some people from that, we could have. But at the same time, we are grateful.
In 2014, Pastor Hope Carpenter addressed the church about the two working on their marriage. The pastors reconciled with each other.
Deserve to have to defend your leadership.
And with the church as well.
Over 27 years, Greenville saw a lot of those flaws. But that's the time where we showed the thing that we preach every week, it actually works for us too. We have gotten more feedback and comments from seeing you walk through that. You have no idea how real my faith became to me when I watched you fall to pieces, and slowly God put you back together one piece at a time.
And in 2017, both pastors apologized when Pastor Hope Carpenter received social media backlash regarding a post about the national anthem protest.
There's trials that come to all of us, and it's the faith that anchors us.
The Carpenters say despite their mistakes, they worked hard to show God's love is powerful, forgiving, and faithful.
You have to know Jesus for yourself. It can't be mama's faith or grandmama's faith.
And they say they're grateful for redemption.
We made it through.
Jennifer Phillips, Fox Carolina News.
Tonight at 10, the 3-part series concludes. In part 3, the Carpenters talk about their reconciliation as a couple and decision to leave Greenville. They also talk about Pastor John Gray as their successor and why they continue to support him.